Hello and welcome, everybody. Welcome back if you're returning, and hello if you're new. Today we're going to take a look at the solar eclipse coming up this weekend. It's going to be on Saturday, October 14th, and it is going to be a total solar eclipse. So, what better thing to do than to consult the spirits, pull some cards, and see what messages that they have for us. So, let's get some cards. I'm going to connect to my team and to Spirit. See 4 cards, please, guys. A message for everybody here for the solar eclipse 2023, October 2023. Solar eclipse, 4 cards, please. What is the message for us all today? All right, let's see what cards they gave us. We have... Oh, I have the deck upside down. That's hilarious. The 6 of Cups. Things returning from the past, possibly. The 8 of Pentacles. Ooh, working hard on something. Life's work, possibly. The King of Cups. Mastering over our emotions, possibly. And lastly, we have the Star. Divine timing, inspiration, and guidance. Lucky number 17. The universe is definitely watching over us. Alright, that's the cards for this. Let's take a look to see what Spirit has to say. And then once we're done looking at these, I'm going to pull some oracles from the set behind them and get a complete picture. But for now, let's start with these cards. Okay, so looking with all these cards together, I feel like the overall message or the overall theme for this eclipse season is all about innocence, rebirth, and an assistant hand from the universe. If we take a look at the cards that we got here for this reading, we'll start from the left and work our way across. This is going to be... I would say normally I would say a week, but this eclipses last for up to around 6 months. Now, actually, let's start and let's actually talk about the eclipse a little bit before we get ahead of ourselves. Eclipses are, in history, kind of known to be bad things, better or less. They have a reputation around them where things happened quite dramatically. Now, eclipses themselves aren't bad, right? They are neutral in what they do. They can be used for great good, but as well for great, bad or evil or whatever you want to call it. They can be used to hurt or to heal. And the energy of an eclipse is very chaotic and very power surgy. I mean, if you think about it, you literally have your power source of the universe, in this case the sun, being completely eclipsed. Talk about a power surge. It goes dark for a little while. And in ancient history and stories, you would see time and time again where emperors or kings or rulers would die or be executed or be murdered or taken out during a solar eclipse, and it was quite traumatic, right? Those were great times of change, but at the same time, you can channel and use an eclipse's energy if you know how to do it, and if you do it well, for great magic, and for great change, and for great prosperity, and for abundance and protection. This is one of the peak times of the sun's power. Yes, it's very chaotic. Yes, it's not stable. Yes, you're playing with a live wire, but you can use this for such great ability and for such great magic. And I feel like that's kind of what the cards are showing us here. I mean, you have the 6 of Cups as your unknown energy. So in a way, this is talking about, coming back to the past, right? The 6 of Cups is the nostalgia card. Things from your childhood or things from the past, or it can also be a helping hand and innocence and childlike. It literally can speak of children. So maybe this revolves around children in your life for those of you that have kids or that work with kids, or maybe you're an aunt or an uncle or something and you walk with kids, or you know kids, it could very much involve them. But the energy, the vibe of this is things coming from the past. Now, in one way, the eclipse is from the past because eclipses happen every 2 years, roughly. They change signs, but they happen in this part of our chart in this time of year. And the other side, usually they happen around April, May, and then October, November. So this is a very known, familiar pattern. But eclipses also are unique in the sense that they piggyback off of each other with their themes. Now we're opening up this eclipse season with this one here, but this also can harken back to what happened in April and May. So think back to what was going on in your life around that time and see if this eclipse has anything to do with or brings up any of those themes and adds on to it. Now, the known energy, or what Spirit wants us to concentrate on for this reading, is this card right here, which is in our known position. This is the Eight of Pentacles. This is working hard and mastery and honing your craft. Spirit is saying, whether this is a physical career, a spiritual career, endeavor for going back to school and mastering something, or just your life's work, whether it's something as simple as a hobby or something big as a plan to want to go out and change the world and do things and change how the society works. Like, it can be super small, but it also can be big and extravagant. It doesn't necessarily have to be, going out and changing the world, but there's definitely nothing wrong with that, right? So that's the energy for this reading, and Spirit wants us to focus on what gives us joy and what brings back that childlike sense of wonder, even if you pair those two together. And what is our life's work, and what are we moving forward with to either fulfill ourselves in career, or to even fulfill ourselves in the sense of accomplishment and purpose and drive, right? It's what are we mastering? What is our lessons that we're here on this earth for this time around? I firmly believe that all of us are here for a reason, and we all have lessons that we're learning, and we have multiple lives on multiple timelines and from multiple stars across the galaxy, across the universe, and maybe even a multiverse. We don't really ever know. But what are we here for right now that we are here to master and we're here to learn? And it can be something as simple as career. What's your purpose for a job or a career to change society, or to bring honor to the family, or to bring honor to yourself, or a purpose to yourself. But also, I feel like because the star is present as well, and then the Six of Cups brings back the themes of yesteryear, not even just in this life, but I feel like we're reaching across the stars in this. No pun intended with the star. But what lessons are we cultivating amongst all of our lives, across all of the timelines and all of our lifetimes? Everything recorded in the Akashic records and everything yet to happen. What's cultivating around all of that Spirit is bringing focus to? How can we learn? How can we channel? How can we meditate? How can we bring the lessons from the past? Whether we remember them or not, they are within you. They're encoded in your DNA. Your higher self, your teams, the lower self of the ancestors, the middle self of the mind and the intellect, the parts of soul, right, that make you you. You're not just one soul. You're at minimum 3, but some cultures go up to even 9 or more different parts that combine to make you, right? As a side tangent, like if we just go to the 3 soul model of traditional and modern witchcraft. Now everybody believes different things, but this is one of the models that I was taught, is the model of the three souls. You have the higher self, the middle self, and the lower self. Now, I wasn't expecting to get into this, but Spirit has brought it forward, so I'm just going to give it to everybody briefly. And maybe one day we'll dive into this topic deeper, because it is quite fascinating. But the three soul model, right? Your body is the earthly vessel, but it is not you fully. It is you. It is your avatar or whatever you want to call it that helps you navigate this world that is the 3D earth plane. But that is not all of you, right? You are not a body with a soul. You are a soul with a body having a physical experience. And your soul, at minimum, if we go from bigger picture here, zoom out a bit, is made out of three parts. You know, you have the higher self, the lower self, and the middle self. Now, if you think real quickly, for those of you that are visual learners, of the Chariot card in the tarot, it is card number 7 of the Major Arcana, and it has a charioteer standing on a wagon with 2 sphinxes, or horses, depending on the art, one white, one black, although the color here doesn't really matter, and pulling the chariot forward. Now, if you have that picture in your mind, if you can think of it, hold it in your mind. Now, the charioteer, we'll start with that. The person guiding the 2 horses, that is your middle self. And the middle self is the mind, it's the intellect, it's the personality, it is the glue that holds everything together, and it's what gives you you. It is what gives you your mind, it's what gives you your sentience, it's what gives you your personality, and it's what helps you process everything that's coming at you at a physical and a spiritual and an emotional level, all across all the planes, and it lets you process that information and make action. It is the charioteer guiding the 2 horses. Now, the 2 horses are the higher and lower selves. The higher self is the part of you that's always connected to source, that never incarnates, that is connected to the Akashic records, that is in charge of your spiritual team, and it is still out there, up with source, up into the universe, and it's universal energy and psychic flow. It is the higher parts of you that wants to come down into the lower realms to experience physical worlds and gain knowledge from that. And it partners with the other horse, the lower self, the realm of the ancestors, the realm of water and emotion and drive. It is animalistic and primal, and it can't communicate through voice. It gives feeling and it gives emotion. And it wants to ascend. It wants to become like the higher self. It wants to grow and evolve and change. So the 2 souls come together, the 2 parties, those 2 horses, and they make a pact. The lower self says, I want to become higher just like you. I want to learn and get wisdom and grow. And the higher self says, I want to learn just like you. I want to experience the lower realms, that of physicality, and to learn lessons, to grow my soul even more. So they come together and they make a pact, and they form the middle self, the charioteer. The ancestors give forth the body, the higher self gives forth the soul, and then you're born. You come, and you're the middle self. Now, your body, you, is all 3 parts. Us sitting here listening to this reading today and me giving it, we are the 3 souls as one. You have your higher self, which connects you to source and spirit and intuition and psychic abilities. You have your body, provided by the lower self and the ancestors, which comes with animalistic natures and drives. It comes with emotions and feelings and needs and wants. And you have your middle self, your mind, your personality, your ability to be rational and make decision, to take the psychic energy that's coming to you from the universe, from your higher self, and the lower self's information of emotion and primal drive, and to make decision and to process them, and to understand what they're saying to make decision. So this is what I mean. I know that was long, but trust me, that was the short version of the story. But that's what I mean about the timelines. That's what I mean about your life's mission and drive. There is a purpose for all of us being here that's more than just the reality we see before us, more than just what's going on in this earthly plane. Now, that is very important, and I think Spirit is talking to us about that as well. You know, whatever we're working on here, because there is a mission for us here. And it might be something grand, it might be something small. But in reality, size on that doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter what the mission is. It matters to you and it matters to your soul. Whether it's the smallest thing of I just want to come to Earth to experience and live and just live a life and then die and then move on. That is an honorable mission. And your soul, right, your higher self wants to experience that. Maybe you're here to help undo family trauma, or maybe you're here to do something big and create free energy or something like that. Only your soul knows. And that's the best part about it is up to you and your souls what you do. But it doesn't have to be grand. It doesn't have to be measured up to anything, because each soul is unique, each journey is perfect, and your soul is perfect. And your journey is perfect. And the way you do things is perfect. And we all will get there how we see fit. Because we're all, at the end of the day, the same source. We're all connected. And we're all having experience and living our lives the best way that we see fit to honor ourselves, to honor our growth, to gain wisdom, and to honor Source. And that's what I see here. Now we go to our King of Wands. He is our master of the emotional realm. He is charisma, he's honor, he's truth, he's kind. He rules the psychic realm. He rules the emotions. He's in tune with his feelings and his drive. So this shows in our unknown position that we have mastery over our emotions. We have mastery over the psychic realms. Right? And these eclipses are going to turn up some psychic energy. But this is saying that you have it. You have it under control. And then we have our star. Now this is the timelines. This is the universe. This is galactics. But this is also divine guidance. This is also divine will. Your divine will and the divine will of Source all coming together. This is a reading about the timelines. This is a reading about honor. This is a reading about mastery. And I can't wait to see it unfold for you all. Alright, so now let's get some oracle cards and we'll wrap this stuff up. Alright, some oracle card time. Take a deep breath, everybody, because that just came through out of nowhere. Like, seriously, sometimes Spirit will just hit me as we're going with these readings, and I look at these cards and I think I have it. But we get going and Spirit just hits. You need to take a breath. That was a lot of channeled energy, and that message was definitely something that they wanted to share. I think that everybody here watching this video, you guys needed to hear that. And I'm excited for all of us to see what us galactics and starseeds and empaths and witches and intuitives and you know, where we all go, all with all our psychic abilities and powers, and how we can shape this world. So let's get an oracle card from the Everyday Witch Oracle set, and then I'm going to pull one from Making Magic. Alright, what do we got? Meditation to dig deep. Alright, let's get one from the Making Magic set. What do we have here? This one says Earth. Ask the element of Earth for grounding, stability, and strength in times of chaos. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at this guy first. Meditation to dig deep. Now, both of these, actually, we're just going to look at them both together. These are both Earth cards. No surprise. So there's an energy of stability, there's an energy of grounding, there's an energy of digging deep and really planting down. Now, let's start with this guy. I feel like this one is kind of talking about our message that we had for today with the timelines and the universes and bringing back things of the past and mastering a project, mastering this life, right? This card is asking us to dig deep, to go into those timelines, to see what's coming from the past, to go into to ourselves and find our soul family and our star family and our galactic families, and really process everything that's coming to us that the universe will be giving us over this eclipse. And like I said, this energy lasts for 6 months. So it doesn't all have to happen at once. It doesn't all have to happen right now, but over time, over the next 6 months, like really see what's coming into you or for you or through you and honor that stuff. Really take time to dig and to see what it is that your mission is here. And this is going to be a reminder that this is an eclipse. This is very chaotic energy. So ground yourself, take deep breaths, go hug a tree, go touch the dirt, go touch grass. I know for us in the northern hemisphere, it's getting a little cold. It is October now, so some of you might not be able to do it barefoot depending where you live. But just get outside and breathe some fresh air and deep breaths. Everything's going to be okay. So that's the reading for this solar eclipse. Thank you for joining me here. Thank you so much. If the reading resonated with you, please like the reading, and it'll help me know that you resonated with it, and it'll help YouTube share it around. Otherwise, there'll be links down below for everything, for all the cards that we used here, for birth chart stuff, so you can see where this eclipse is happening for you. There'll also be links to other videos at the end of this one that if you want to check out. Also, if you want a personal reading, I have links down there for you as well. Otherwise, thank you so much for coming. I'm very excited about this reading, and I can't wait to see where we all take this planet as we learn and grow and fulfill our missions, and I'm excited. And this is going to be an interesting eclipse. Now, the energy again is on the 14th. It's on Saturday. Use it how you see fit. Either don't do anything and sleep and self-care and ground, or use it for meditation or digging, or, it's a perfect time to cast intentions into the universe and really ride that solar energy. Until the next time, thank you again for so much for coming. Have a good one. Bye.